And I'll have you guys just watch this very short video and press continue. And then you're going to do level 13. So when you get to level 13, you will be on your personal website. So as you guys can see, I am on my website. And the goal of level 13 is to get a CSS page added for your website and to link it. So all of those steps are mentioned right up here. If you would just rather follow that as an example, but I'll explain what to do here. So what you're going to do in this step is press the Add CSS button. And when you do that, you'll have a new file over here called new-1 CSS. But we want to actually rename this. So you want to right click on it, or I'm not sure how to do that on the iPad, but maybe double click, and then rename it to style.css. Okay, so now you have a style sheet over here called style.css, and it has those default rule sets in there for you for the body, the paragraph, and H1. But what we need to do is actually link it. We need to link it to your index.html page so that any changes you make on the CSS page will show over here on your website. So what we're going to want to do is, and this is shown up here in the instructions, you want to actually link it using this code right here, and we want to be in the head section. So on line 4, in the head section, you want to type that code that is shown there, link rel, and again, I'm just looking at it right here, link rel equals style sheet href, and remember, style sheet has to be inside quotation marks for this to work. So does your href. So href equals, and then I'm going to choose style.css, and then I'm going to close my tag. So this is on the index.html page inside the head section where you should have nothing if you did your web page correctly. So that for me went on line 4. So what that does is it links your style.css page so that anything you put on there will make changes to your actual index page. Now, it would be smart to also link your hobby page to also put that line of code on your hobby page so that everything is all uniform as far as the style. So I'm going to just copy and paste that. Press copy, paste it over on my hobby page as well. Okay, so let's see if that worked correctly. So if we go back to your index.html page, go to your style.css page, we want to just quickly test to see if that page linked correctly. So we can quickly do that. I'm going to pull this up here. We can quickly do that by changing your background color to see if it works. So I'm just going to take out white and I'm going to type light blue, and the background changed to light blue. Now, of course, I don't really love that because the white picture, but it's okay for now. I can see that it actually did change. So that means that my page is linked correctly. So you want to make sure that your page is linked before moving on to the next level. If you're having any problems with this, let me know and I'll look at your code, but you want to double check that this line of code is exactly looking like this. Exactly. It has to be exact. So, and that is shown up here if you need to look at it at the same time you're typing it. Okay, moving on to the next level. So you're still on your page, you're still on your project, and what you're going to do is you're going to go onto the style.css page, and you're going to add at least 3 of these CSS properties that you have learned in lesson 10. So all of these have to do with text. styling your text. So changing the font size, changing the font family, um, changing the color of your text, adding a text decoration rule such as underlining or overlining, and text alignment such as putting your text in the center. Most students use more than 3 properties here, just because, using more than 3 can really help make your page, look nice and consistent. So what I mean by adding the rules here is you're going to just add some rules. So for example, for my H1 heading here, which is this right here that says Mrs. Kelly Kearns, I'm going to add a rule underneath that makes it cursive. So of course I'm going to use my font family. And you can see that I made it cursive right here. Okay, and then I want to also make it like an orange red color, so which will contrast nicely with this background. So I'm going to make it orange red, not forgetting my semicolon at the end, and I also want to center it. Okay, so that took care of my 3 rules. Technically, all you need are 3 rules for text on the page. So I just added them right here. Font family, color, and text align. But I would encourage you to add more. I know I'm going to be adding more for my H2 headings here. I'm going to style those to make those consistent with my H1 heading. That's one of the things I'm going to grade you on this second part of the project. Are all your headings consistent on the page? So, is all your text consistent? So I'm going to also add some rules for the paragraph, but, and you'll see what those are, when we finish the project. But I'll let you guys add all your text rules. All the text rules are up here. Font size, font family, color, text decoration, and text